If you guys could comment once you get into the live, please. I'd appreciate it. Hi, Tina. How are you? We're going to wait a couple minutes for a couple more people to get in, and then we'll get started. We're going to do no contact and separation. How is your morning going, Tina? Are you having a good day? Hi, Pam. How are you? We'll wait a couple more seconds, then I'm going to get started. Good. Did you have a good holiday? Did you guys celebrate Thanksgiving? I ate way too much. Good. Oh, hi, Lauren. Good evening from Manchester, England. Wow. Okay. Nice. Hi, Donald from Melbourne. I did. I ate way too much. I went back to the gym today. Whew. It's tough when you don't go for a couple days. Hi, Shirley. I ate way too much food over Thanksgiving, but I think that's the point, isn't it? To stuff yourself like a turkey and then get back on track after that. All right, I'm going to go ahead and get started. We're going to do all signs, and then we will do ask a question, get an answer if we have time at the end. So let's go ahead and start with Aries. No contact in separation with you and your person. I am going to turn the chat off so I can put the tickers on which sign I'm on, but I'll get back to the chat when I'm done, okay? So, but you guys can go ahead and comment if you're coming in after the live. I will put the timestamps down below. All right, Aries and your person, no contact in separation. You could be feeling like this person's just not taking action towards you. You want them to make some type of change. It looks like your person is doing a lot of thinking. They have blocked out the idea of this connection because they have some unhealed wounds. So they don't really want to reveal their thoughts to you, Aries. This is somebody very closed off. They feel you freeing yourself from them anyway because they are so closed off. So let's get some tarot and find out, what are they going to actually do? Are they going to try to come back anyway? Are you the one who closed off from them, Aries? Let's see what's going to happen with Aries and their person. Okay, so I see the Seven of Swords in reverse and the Ace of Cups. They're definitely going to come back with some honesty about these unhealed wounds, that they feel you blocked them out anyway. Yeah, it looks like here pretty soon, the next 2 weeks or 2 months, you probably will hear from this person. What are they going to want? They're going to want to relieve the pressure or the burden that they feel that they have been blocked off. So if you made the change and stopped taking action towards them, Aries, it's actually boomeranging back where they're going to start taking action towards you. All right. Well, let's get a card of advice for Aries. What is the best piece of advice? What is the guidance for those with Aries placement? What do they need to know? Final resolution. It says, the challenge you're facing will be resolved through cooperation with others, though the result may not be exactly what you hope for. Working together and starting fresh and new brings relief. So you're going to get final resolution, especially if you did pull back because they were being cold. You're going to realize why. They may even tell you about the unhealed wounds. All right, let's move on to Taurus. No contact in separation. Taurus, you and your person, what is your feelings? What are their feelings What are their intentions? What are their next actions? What is Taurus's energy at this time? No contact and separation with their person. Okay, so you're pretending like you have shiny new person syndrome because this person has ghosted you or went silent. So you're pretending like you're wanting somebody new anyway. This person's going through a major lesson that they did waste a lot of your time, Taurus, and they're learning a master lesson of as to why they wasted your time. Okay, tell me more about this wasted time energy for Taurus, this person. Okay, this person has a lot of negative thoughts, a lot of negative beliefs, and they have a lot of red flags. Maybe you suspected this about this person. It does look like they do feel guilty over the way they've treated you, that they did waste your time, but they are somebody who is running from themselves. Okay, are they going to make an attempt back to Taurus, or are they gone for good? Once they learn this lesson, are they going to circle back to Taurus or no? No, I don't see them coming back. Page of Pentacles reverse, Page of Wands reverse, definitely not returning. They are trying to master some type of lesson about these red flags, these negative thoughts that they have from themselves. You could be dealing with an air sign, a water or air sign, earth sign, or fire sign. All right, let's get you a card of advice. What is the advice for Taurus in no contact, in separation at this time? What's the advice? Go with the flow. It says, you are being called to go with the flow. Holding on too tightly can exhaust the spirit, while letting go is a gesture of trust in the universe. The more you attempt to control, the more you miss out on the surprises that life naturally brings. So you're being asked to go with the flow, to not resist what's happened with the situation, but to let it go. Gemini. All right, Gemini. No contact and separation. What is your feelings? What's this person's feelings? What are their intentions? What are their next actions? Gemini, no contact and separation with their person. You feel like this was your person. You feel like they need a lot of work, but they maybe were treating this relationship as surface level. Your person's energy, they are suffering in silence. They're trying to figure out what to do because they do want reconciliations. Their intentions to understand why they damaged the connection because they were not empathetic to your needs. It does look like they are a little bit defensive over some type of fear or insecurity they have. So let's figure out what this is. What is this fear or insecurity that Gemini's person has? What is the fear or insecurity? Okay, so they may not make as much money as you. They may not have as much status financially as you, and they feel insecure about that. I do see that they do want to overcome it, but here's the thing is, even when they return, they're still stuck. So it could be somebody where they're like, well, even if I got a different job, I can't make as much as Gemini, or I can't be as successful as Gemini, or Gemini has a better status in life than I do. It's kind of a woe is me energy. I do see they're going to come back, but them even coming back, they're not coming back optimistic that they can raise up their financial position. And that's created a big insecurity for this person. All right, well, let's get some advice. What is going to be the best piece of advice? What is going to be the guidance for Gemini placements? What is the guidance and the advice for Gemini? Reach up. It says, the universe is calling you to stop trying to handle everything alone. Now's the time to accept support, open your heart to others, for the force of destiny reaches you through the hands of those around you. So you may actually have some words or wisdom for this person if they come back to you about how they could potentially level up. Maybe they just don't know how. So there's something about your wisdom is going to be helping the situation. Cancer. No contact in separation. Cancer and their person. I forgot to change the ticker. All right, Cancer. If you're coming in the live after it started, I will put the timestamps down below. All right, Cancer. What is your feelings? What's your person's feelings? What's their intentions? What's their next action? Cancer and their person, no contact in separation. You feel like this maybe was a friend. You feel like you're sorry for hurting this person and you just didn't hold back something that maybe you should have held back. This person is trying to make a hard decision because now they have a negative mindset about you, trying to question whether or not they should come back or if they should just stay in protection mode. It does look like this person has a lot of thoughts about the way things left off. They're a little bit reluctant to come back because of the drama of whatever you said to this person. It did hurt them. All right, well, let's find out what they're going to actually do. Okay, so I see with the Lovers, you could be dealing with the Gemini, the 8 of Wands, and the 5 of Swords. So they are going to come in with communication. And maybe it was a misunderstanding. Maybe what you said, you didn't intentionally mean to hurt them, but it did hurt them. I do see that this person's very codependent on how you view them or how you feel about them. And they didn't think you felt that way about them. So I do see that they are going to come in with communication, but there is going to be a need to address whatever it is that you said to them. This feels very specific. Could be a fire sign, Gemini, or an air sign. All right, let's get you a card of advice, Cancer. What is going to be the best piece of advice? What's going to be the guidance for Cancer placement in no contact with their person? What's going to be the advice? Grounding. It says, you're being called to solidify your foundation. The fluctuations of your mind have unsettled you, but the earth will provide lasting support. Connect your body to the ground and feel the silent strength flowing into you, helping you find your own solid base. So you may need to ground your energy. This will actually help you balance out your feminine and your masculine energy, especially if this person comes back around for you to have a level-headed conversation with them. All right, Leo. Let's see. Leo, no contact and separation. What is your feelings? What's your person's feelings, intentions, and next actions? No contact for Leo and their person. Leo and their person. What's Leo's energy? No contact and separation with their person. You're not happy with this person. You feel like they led you on, and you're feeling it's probably best that you stay single. Your person's not giving up. They want you to embrace some type of change. They are cutting cords to maybe people, places, beliefs, or patterns that they should have made changes for. Okay. Tell me what this person's intentions are. It looks like they're wanting to tell you some type of truth. There's communication coming in. This person was living a double life. They were juggling you with something else because they had self-worth issues, and that is their intentions, is to tell you that's why they ran away. Maybe you're the one who cut them off after you found this out. It does look like they're looking at things for the long term. They know you deserve love and compassion, and that's something that maybe they didn't give you in the past. Okay, well, let's see what's going to happen here with Leo and their person. No contact and separation. What's going to be the likely outcome for Leo and this person? 7 of Swords. The Queen of Swords. The Strength. You're coming out in your own energy. Bottom of the deck is the Empress in reverse. It kind of feels like you don't care, Leo. Maybe you put boundaries in place. Maybe you feel like it is best for you to stay single. It does look like this person wants to come in and tell you the truth. There's something that they need to cut cords with in order to embrace a change, but it looks like you don't trust this person with that. You strongly don't trust this person with that Queen of Swords and the 7 of Swords. Okay, well, let's get some advice for Leo. What is going to be the best piece of advice? What's going to be the guidance for those with the Leo placements? What is it they need to know? What do they need to hear that's going to serve their highest good? Leo. Warrior spirit. It says, you're being called to show your unyielding will, where every conflict in life becomes a proving ground for your resilience. You must hold your ground no matter the external pressure. You already possess all of the tools to fight this battle. Just trust in your abilities. So you're being asked to be a warrior with whatever decision you've made with proceeding past this person. You're being asked to continue on that path. All right, Virgo. If you're coming in after I started, I will put the timestamps down below. We're on Virgo right now. All right, Virgo, you and your person, no contact and separation. What is your feelings? What are their feelings? What are their intentions? What are their next actions? Virgo placement. Virgo, no contact and separation with their person. You feel like this was just a fling, that you were just getting busy with this person. Okay. Your person feels like you're going to reap what you sow. They are loving themselves. They're reading between the lines. They have no control over this fling situation. What are their intentions? They're intending to make it a priority to see if the grass is greener elsewhere. They're choosing solitude right now. Okay. Did you cut this person off, Virgo? All right. Well, let's see what's going to be the likely outcome. Virgo and this person, no contact in separation. What's going to be the likely outcome here? Four of Swords, Page of Cups in reverse, Two of Pentacles. Yeah, it kind of looks like this was a fling that ended. The Magician in reverse. Okay. So I don't see this person coming back to you. I don't see you going towards this person either. Both of you maybe were juggling other people potentially. There's a sense of, you know what, easy come, easy go. I'm just going to let this go. All right. Well, let's get some advice for Virgo. What is going to be the best piece of advice? What's going to be the guidance for Virgo placements at this time that are in no contact and separation with their person for this message? What is the advice? Solitude. It says, solitude confronts you with the truest self. And in silence, you're going to uncover emotions and thoughts you long ignored. Through this deep exploration, you will grow more resilient and independent in everyday life, whether at work or in relationships. So you are being asked to spend time by yourself, connecting with your higher self, and spending time alone. All right, Libra. Okay, Libra, no contact and separation with you and your person. What is Libra's feelings? What's their person's feelings, intentions, and next actions? Libra, no contact and separation with their person. You feel like things are not evolving with this person anyway. You're kind of examining your life. You might have some health problems that you're dealing with right now. Your person is in their divine masculine energy, and at times they get in their feminine energy feeling like, you know what, nobody compares to Libra. It looks like their ego is playing a big factor in the situation, why there's silence between the two of you. I do see they do have you on their mind. They're non-committal, but the only thing they are committing to is checking your social media. Okay, so if you're posting on social media, they're checking that. If you don't post on social media, Libra, they could be driving by your house, driving by your work. They're maybe driving by wherever you frequent, maybe the grocery store. What is this person's actions with Libra? What are they going to do? Are they going to do anything, or are they just going to hide in the shadows? Two of Pentacles, teeter-totter. Page of Cups. If they see you out and about, they will apologize. They will recognize you. So if they do see you out and about, they may try to run into you intentionally to try to give you this apology. They're not going to directly do it. They're going to do it based on, oh, hi. Like if they ran into you at the grocery store or you frequent a herbal shop, they may go there consistently knowing when you may go there, because this is somebody that does feel like they know your routine or your pattern. Eight of Wands, it's going to happen pretty quickly too. So they are going to give you an apology. What do they want if they're non-committal? They're going to apologize, but then what? Then what? Nothing. It's going to stay stuck. If you choose to entertain them again, it's going to stay stuck. Okay. Well, let's get some advice. What is going to be the best piece of advice? What's going to be the guidance for Libra placements? What do you need to know? What do you need to hear, Libra? What's your advice? Be real. It says, enough. No more hiding yourself. Loudly voice your inner thoughts. Uphold your truth. When you speak up, you're going to enter a higher vibrational level. So have you been hiding out, not frequenting places you normally go to, knowing you may run into this person? Spirit is saying, just be real. Be honest. You can speak your truth. Just because this person wants to apologize, it could be thank you, but no thank you, and move on. And that's it. But Spirit is asking you to be real with yourself. All right, Scorpio. If you want your own personalized in-depth reading, check out my website, TimelessDivineTarot.com. All right, Scorpio, no contact in separation with you and your person. Scorpio. What's Scorpio's feelings? What's their person's feelings, intentions, next action? Scorpio. Scorpio. You feel like you really don't want any more space with this person. You want to come back. You miss the companionship. You could be looking at pictures, smiling, reminiscing about the good times, not the bad times. This person knows that they need to become a better person. they didn't expect to meet somebody like you, but they're just not really certain what they want to do with you at this point. And that's why they've pulled back, because they're not certain that they really want a relationship. They do see you are a good person. They do see you could be a miracle or maybe even a blessing in disguise, but they're not certain that they really want a relationship. So silence is the only way they know how to cope. They know you deserve so much more. They're fearing the conflict to tell you that they don't really know that they want a relationship. And they're kind of in an energy right now. Well, it is what it is. I don't really know what to do. Okay, so they're not doing anything. Let's find out, Scorpio. Are they going to actually take action? What's Scorpio's person going to do? No, the Temperance. Five of Swords. They don't want to say something. They don't want to overspeak because they don't know that they really want commitment. They feel like if they say something to you, that you may get impatient and then just distance yourself, but they're the one distancing themselves, and they recognize that. They recognize that they are non-committal right now. Yeah, they're just uncertain. I don't see them taking any action right now at all. All right, well, let's get you some advice, Scorpio. All right, what's going to be the best piece of advice? What's going to be the guidance for Scorpio placements? What do they need to know? What do they need to hear that's going to serve their highest good? Scorpio. Open up. It says, do not fear to feel the emotions and intentions of others. You're being called to embrace the goodwill of those around you. For only in trust can the deeper beauty of life reveal itself. When you release fear and doubt and accept the care of others, the universe will respond in unexpected ways, leading you towards a richer life experience. So if you decided to close yourself off because you didn't have a great experience with this person going no contact and they're being silent, and you maybe had hopes that it was going to go somewhere, Spirit is telling you to open up to other opportunities, to go with the flow. Just because this person wasn't ready for a commitment or couldn't make a decision, that really isn't your problem. You can keep moving forward, and there is other people that do want it, but you have to be open and receptive to receiving that. All right, Sagittarius. Sagittarius, no contact and separation with your person. What is Sagittarius's feelings? What's their person's feelings, intentions, and next actions? All right, Sagittarius. No contact and separation with their person. Okay, so you have a confession that you're faking, acting like you want to meet somebody new, but you secretly still want this person. This person is stuck in the past. So whatever has happened where this person maybe they distance themselves from friends, or they distance themselves from a bad habit, they've relapsed and they've went back to the past of the way they used to do things or the people they used to run around with. So it does look like this person recognizes there was a lot of chemistry between the two of you, but they are projecting not wanting to tell you the true reason that they've relapsed, and they've went either back to somebody to the past or something that is not healthy for them in the past. Let's see what this is. What is this person, Sagittarius' person, what did they relapse on? Because now they're stuck back in the past. What is this? Oh, the Death card, yeah. Some type of relationship that maybe is a risk for them to return to, an unhealthy relationship, something that maybe they were in a marriage or a relationship that was not serving their highest good. They went back to that person. Yeah. There is a lack of passion and desire for them to be able to tell you the truth. It does look like this person maybe had not told you that they were in communication with this other person. I don't see a future with you and this person in the current energy. They could be a fire sign, a Scorpio, or fire. Yeah, fire. So even though there was chemistry, this person went back to somebody else. Okay. Well, let's get you some advice, Sagittarius. What is going to be the best piece of advice? What is going to be the guidance for those with Sagittarius placements that they need to know, they need to hear in this no contact situation? What's the advice? Stay present. It says, your thoughts are disconnecting you from reality, avoiding external challenges. An unresolved issue has you trapped in mental loops. Now's the time to face it head on. Return to the present, reconnect with the essence of life, and restore balance and clarity. So especially if you've been like very nostalgic, regurgitating what happened, replaying conversations, rereading old text messages or voice memos. There's something about you not staying stuck in the past, but staying in the present moment is going to help you. All right, Capricorn. No contact in separation with Capricorn and their person. What is Capricorn's feelings? What is their person's feelings, intentions, and next actions? Capricorn, no contact. Capricorn and their person. All right, you feel like you need to have clarity. You feel inspired to go towards this person because you want to release the emotions you have, because you want to clearly know why they went no contact. Your person is ashamed to tell you that they actually went towards another opportunity. It looks like this is somebody who goes through issues of feeling pulled towards someone else that they feel emotionally that's going to make them happy. This could be somebody who goes through like depression, and they use people and the newness of new people. I call it shiny new person syndrome, but where everything looks sparkly and new and it gets that excitement, that adrenaline. When they get depressed, that's what they do, is they go towards somebody else because of the newness factor, but then it wears off and then they ghost you, and then they go towards another new person. And they're kind of ashamed that they do this, and you may want clarity, and that's part of the clarity of this person. Wrong deck. Let me get some tarot, because I don't see that this person is going to reveal the truth to you, but let's get some tarot and find out, Capricorn. What is going to happen with Capricorn's no contact situation? Okay, so we've got the Two of Cups, the Six of Swords, Three of Cups. You know, here's the deal is they will come back when they don't have another option. And that's not fair to you. Yeah, look at that. We've got the Tower. It's going to catch you off guard. It's going to catch you by surprise. But the problem is this person is somebody who keeps doing this. This is a repeated pattern for this person. So, of course, you have free will to decide what you want, but this person's not coming back in a healthy energy. Let's get some advice. All right. What is the advice for Capricorn? What's the best piece of advice at this time? Appreciation. It says, every day has moments to be grateful for, no matter how small. Take a moment to notice the support around you and the progress that you've made. There are forces driving you forward. So it's being appreciative of the experience, of understanding what did you learn about yourself from this experience, and be grateful that you're out of the experience in order to experience something new. All right, Aquarius. If you're coming in after I started, I will put the timestamps after the live. We are on Aquarius. Okay, Aquarius. No contact in separation. Aquarius and their person. What is Aquarius's energy? What's their person's feelings, intentions, and next actions? Aquarius and their person. No contact. Okay, you feel like this person really crossed the line, and you hope that they regret the choices they've made. Okay. Your person is trapped in another situation. This is one-sided. They're very much committed to somebody else already, and maybe you already know that. It does look like this person is being pulled emotionally to apologize to you, to give you an official apology for putting you in a third-party situation, but they do feel trapped in their circumstances. Why is this for Aquarius, this person? Yeah, their intuition is telling them to be honest with you. They have that this secret is something that they didn't tell you. What is going to happen here? Page of Wands, the Hermit, Four of Pentacles. They're going to hold back. They know that they should feel inspired to tell you the truth, but they're not going to. There's a lack of wanting to take that accountability. Their intuition is trying to tell them to do that, but they're not doing it. Okay, well, let's get you some advice, Aquarius. What's going to be the best piece of advice? What's going to be the guidance with those that are dealing with this situation or this circumstance? Aquarius. Masculine. It says, challenges in life are inevitable, but the divine masculine, like the lion, shows resilience in adversity. The universe reminds you that true strength isn't shown in easy times, but when you choose to rise after falling. Okay. Pisces. All right, Pisces. No contact and separation with you and your person. What is your feelings? What's your person's feelings? What's their intentions? What are their next actions? Pisces and their person. No contact and separation. Pisces. You don't want anyone else. You just want to hear their voice again, but you're not confident that they're going to come back. Your person feels like there's too many differences. They do miss you, but they feel like there's no peace in the situation. This is somebody who has a dark side you don't know about. They have a lot of issues that they are not spiritually enlightened at all. And that's why they're not connecting with you, because they need to go through a transformative energy when it comes to this dark side, and they're not addressing the issues. Okay, what's going to happen here? I'm hearing just leave me alone. Okay, 10 of Cups. They need to find their happily ever after. 5 of Pentacles. This is somebody who does abandon situations because of differences, because they're just not certain. There's something about this dark side of this abandonment wound that they have, that they are recognizing that they keep going back and forth, realizing that they need to find peace within themselves. And that's why they're not connecting with you. There's some type of issue that they need to address within themselves. They're not choosing to. So they're just choosing peace of just not addressing it and distancing themselves. All right. What is the advice? What is the guidance for Pisces placement? What is it that you need to know? What is it you need to hear? All right. Faint signal. You might be seeing a lighthouse. It says, the lighthouse's beam weakens, hinting that a relationship in your life is waning. The universe urges you to notice this change and adjust your attitude or actions early to prevent a bigger rift. So this is letting you know that since you're already in no contact, that the signal, you had maybe already been given signals by the universe that this situation needed to come to an end, because this person's not in a position to be in a relationship. Okay. Let's do ask a question, get an answer. Let me switch here. If you came in after the live, I will put the timestamps when the live is over. Okay, let me switch decks here. Hopefully you guys put comments in there as you came in. If you could please like the video, I would appreciate it. All right. All right, give me one more second here. Let me get a drink and then we'll get started. Okay. All right, I'm going to start with Fawn. Are we going to truly reconcile? If you guys have questions, put them underneath Fawn's comment so that I don't have to scroll back up and I can get to as many of you as possible. Fawn, are you going to reconcile? No, I don't see it strong enough for reconciliation right now. Shelly, what is next for you? I see somebody from the past wanting to come in, someone who feels like that a missed opportunity, could be an air sign or a water sign. It may surprise you when they come back. The reason they're coming back is there's them wanting to have some type of passionate new beginning with you. I'm going to say bomb chicka bomb bomb, and you can read between the lines on that. Okay. New level. Is my ex-boyfriend still love me? New level. Does the ex still love you? No, you make them happy. There's a lot of things in the past that does make this person happy. I see that there is love in the past, but in the present, I don't see your ex showing love, meaning they loved the past the two of you share, but not in the present moment. Regina, is there reconciliation for him and I? Regina's reconciliation on the board. Yes, I see an apology coming in, and I do see with Judgment, there is a chance for reconciliation. Bruce, will Dawn and I reconcile? Will Dawn and Bruce reconcile? There's a lot of hurt. There's a lot of insecurity. I don't see in the current energy. I see there's boundaries that have been put in place. So not in the current energy. Mark, do I ever find true love, or am I just going to stay single and content? Mark, true love. Mark, true love. You know, once you let go of the idea of what love is and expecting it from someone else, I see with the King of Wands, you definitely can have success, but you need to raise your confidence, Mark. And when you fully love yourself, that's when you start attracting people that love themselves also. So yes, I do see you can have love, but it's once you start loving yourself. Maria, any advice for me? Advice for Maria. I'm hearing don't hold back. Okay. Okay. You got the moon, you got the devil. So there's something that you've been obsessing about. You've been holding back a secret. I'm being told to tell you don't hold back. Casey or Cassie, sorry if I said it wrong. Can you ask Spirit, should I purchase land up north? Should Cassie purchase land up north? There's a lot of options you have right now. Yeah, you know what? You would be really happy if you did with the Sun card. That is a definite yes. Angela, is there a resolution to your current situation? Angela and her current situation. Is there going to be resolution? Yeah, things are going to move forward. It's going to transition very nicely for you. Is it Crystalline? Crystalline? I'm sorry if I said it wrong. I'm a Leo. Does my person come back? Crystalline? Christy Lynn? Yep, I see the Ace of Pentacles. Yes. Cole, will I get my ex back? He left me on Thanksgiving. I'm sorry, Cole. That's not good on a holiday. Will you get your ex back? No, I don't see that there's going to be an investment on victory and success of your ex returning. Not in the current energy. Sorry. Sandra, is there someone new or old on the horizon? Sandra, who's on the horizon for Sandra? Who's coming towards Sandra next? Somebody you had an ending with that you thought was going to be a missed opportunity. I do see it's an air sign or it's a water sign. That person is going to try to return. Pam, is Larry happy in his new relationship? Is Larry happy in his new relationship? One more. No, he's thinking about separation. Okay. Jeanette, will my person come back? Jeanette, will my person come back? Will her person come back? Yes. I see your person's going to come back. They want to have another investment. They're thinking about the past. Cole, is he going back to his baby's mom? Is Cole's person going back to his baby's mom? Yeah, somebody that they have kids with, that's who they returned back to. You're welcome, Pam. Donna, what's my love life going to be? You're an Aries. All right, what's Donna's love life looking like? I'm hearing can't take the heat, get out of the kitchen. 10 of Wands. You've dropped the idea of love because of hurt and disappointment. You need to let that go. You need to work through releasing whatever that hurt and disappointment was from the past. When you do that, you can recreate new opportunities for you. But I see right now you're missing opportunities because you're holding on to something that ended from the past. Some type of hurt or disappointment is still heavy in your energy. Work on releasing that. Spend time in meditation, spend time journaling, listening to music, things that are very therapeutic to release that energy. You're welcome, Jeanette. Hi, Laura. What's coming in for love? Laura Lobato. Laura, what's coming in for love for Laura? What's coming in for love for Laura? Ooh, you have a new person. It could be a water sign or an air sign. This person's really smart, really intelligent, and you're going to have a lot of great conversations with that person. Kathy, what's next for my relationship? What's next for Kathy's relationship? Month of April is going to be significant for some reason. You're going to get whatever you're trying to manifest with this person. So if you are been manifesting for this person to be more open and receptive, more passionate with you, I see that that's happening. You got the Magician. So whatever you're trying to manifest is going to happen in this relationship. Indra, hopefully I said that right. If not, is your ex coming back? Indra, is your ex coming back? If I missed your question, put it back down below because the chat's going a little bit fast. Indra, is your ex coming back? No, your ex is juggling other people, so I think they're letting it go. Kimberly, will my husband and I reconcile or divorce? What's happening with Kimberly and her husband? What's happening with Kimberly and her husband? I think your intuition knows that you recognize that there's not victory and success, that you're in a transitionary period, that you maybe need to let this go. You've been investing, waiting for this person to care more than you. They're not caring. I do see with the Fool, you're going to have a new beginning elsewhere. It may not be in reconciliation with your significant other, but you keep going back and forth, back and forth. Your intuition has been guiding you about this decision, and maybe you've known for quite some time. Cynthia, is James coming back or staying with the new girl? Let's see. Cynthia, is James going to come back? Is James coming back to Cynthia? No, he's put boundaries in place. He's missing the opportunity for reconciliation with you. Kate, will I reconcile with my ex? I might have missed your answer. I don't know. I don't think I did yours, Kate. Let me try. Is Kate and her ex going to reconcile? Kate and her ex. I see communication coming in. I do see reconciliation. I do see that you both still have love and feelings for each other. You both are wanting this, but you're going to have to be patient with each other to have reconciliation. Tiffany, Leo love life. 2 Cancer men surrounding me. Which one? The new one or the old one? All right. Tiffany, new or old? Let's look at both. Tiffany, new and old. Tiffany. If I missed your question, you guys put your question down below. Okay, so the new person, I do see that this person really recognizes your value and your worth. They see you as somebody that is worth investing in, and there could be a brand new beginning. The old person, you know, this person also sees your value and worth. The only problem with your old person is they don't give enough as much as you give. And I think you strongly know that. But this new person is definitely going to give you more. They're going to give you more of what you're wanting when it comes to allowing you to be your authentic self. Your past person doesn't allow you to be your authentic self is what it looks like. But you have free will to decide what you want. Okay. I don't know if I'm saying it right. Zawala? Hopefully not. Hopefully I did. Sorry if I didn't. Let me see what it said. The Simon. Okay. Hi, Simon. Will things work out between me and Kay? Simon and Kay. Are things going to work out? Simon and Kay. One more. Yeah, I think things are going to move nicely together. I see there is going to be an opportunity for both of you to be able to reconcile if you're in separation. Okay. Sophie, can you have some advice? Okay. What kind of advice do you want, Sophie? You want love advice? You want career advice? Financial advice? I'll pull one card for each. When it comes to love, you need to work on your communication. There could be a lot of misunderstandings when it comes to love. When it comes to your career, I see that there's a lot of happiness coming towards you. If you're not happy with your career, you will be very soon. When it comes to money and finances, don't lie to yourself. Don't deceive yourself when it comes to your money and finances. If you need to budget. Don't tell yourself you're going to make more money than what you truly are. There's something about being honest with yourself about your finances. Hopefully that helps you. Tabitha, what's next for Tabitha? What is next for Tabitha? What's next for Tabitha? You're giving more than you receive when it comes to your work, and you need to pay attention to that. There's something you're fearing about speaking up and saying something when it comes to your career. If you don't care, your boss, your employer, your business that you work for is not going to care. So there's something that you've been sacrificing a lot when it comes to your career that you need to stop sacrificing and finally let it go and say something. Don't hold yourself back. And that could be something that's coming up for you, Tabitha. All right. Cole, why did he break up with me? Why did he break up with Cole? Why did he break up with Cole? Somebody else, Queen of Cups. He's obsessed with somebody else. That's why he didn't break up with you. He may also know that you're very intuitive also, Cole. He might have thought your intuition knew. Nikki, I don't answer health questions. Sorry. Hi, Sarah. Catherine, will he come back? All right, Catherine. Will he come back to Catherine? Will he come back to Catherine? Yes, I do see he's going to come back with an apology. Tabitha, you want love advice. Build your confidence. Work on loving yourself. Become unstoppable with that energy. Is it Georgia? Sorry if I said it wrong. Will Ian reach out and reconcile? You're welcome. Will Ian and Georgia? Sorry if I said it wrong. No, I don't see communication coming in. He's being very stubborn, very rigid, not coming in with communication. I don't see reconciliation right now. Chrissy Lynn, will it get serious when they return? Will it get serious when they return? No, I think it's going to be unstable when they return. It may surprise you with that tower too, that you're hoping it'll be stable and it won't be. Let's see. Bianca, what's next for you? What's next for Bianca? Somebody that you had to put boundaries in place, somebody that you were fully invested and committed to is going to try to return. I see that you strongly need to make sure you hold back from this person. This person is not going to be worth your investment. They could have Leo, Earth, or Taurus in, or maybe even air in their chart. Yeah, if you do, there's something about you rising above this and moving forward with faith. Let's see. Erica, what's next for Erica in love? What's next for Erica in love? Wow, Erica. Okay, you got the moon, the high priestess, and the sun. I think your intuition knows that you're about to have your happiness, that there's about to be something being revealed, maybe around the next full moon. You're strongly moving towards happiness when it comes to love. It could be even that you're healing something within yourself and you're starting to love yourself. Yeah, you're overcoming some type of fear and insecurity within yourself, which is making you have like this glow up. So you could be wearing a lot of yellow or orange. That's going to help you emanate that energy stronger. So I see that you're healing something from your past. Is it Garima? Hopefully I said that right. If not, I'm sorry. What's next for Garima? Let's see here. I see a new person coming towards you. They could have Aquarius in their chart. Somebody that's going to pour into the situation. Wow, the 10 of Cups, you may end up finding they make you very happy for a very long time. You're welcome. Sarah, what's next for me? What's next for Sarah? What is next for Sarah? You're letting go of something and you're deciding to either move and travel, or you're deciding to reach out to somebody that you haven't reached out to in a very long time. It could be after a series of feeling depleted, feeling like you finally hit the end of the road. I do see that you're finally letting something go from the past. It could be a person. It could be maybe where you're living. You're done sacrificing and you're finally going to take action and step up. So it could be, if it's a person, you may decide that you're going to have that final closure conversation, or you could be moving or relocating. Erica, let's see. What's next for Erica? Ooh, we got the Queen of Cups. You got somebody that's going to be highly intuitive, very emotional, somebody that's not going to want to let you go. They're going to love you the way you don't really think you're going to be loved, but this person's going to be open with their feelings and emotions, and it's coming in pretty quick too. Tomas, what's next in love for Tomas? What's next in love? One more. 10 of Pentacles. Okay. Page of Pentacles. There could be an age difference between you and somebody new. You're finally releasing any fears and insecurities about, maybe you have some doubts about somebody you're either talking to right now or you're going to be talking to that's significantly younger than you. Release the age. Don't worry about the age gap being an issue, because this could be somebody that you could commit to for a very long time. Look at that. You've got the Lovers hidden at the bottom of the deck. If it feels right, who cares what the age is? All right. Thank you, Lorraine. Let's see. Tomas, we did that one. Peggy, what's next for me and my person? What's next for Peggy and their person? What's next for Peggy and their person? You know, you both love each other, but there hasn't really been any type of structure of where are we going with this? What are we going to do? I see that you're closing out a cycle with this person. So it could be a chapter of maybe you guys haven't been communicating effectively. You haven't, there's been some hurt and disappointment. There maybe has been some things said. You're finally getting to a place of you're letting that go. Yep, the 10 of Swords. There's a sense of defeat. You may decide to end this relationship. You may decide, you know what? I'm done sacrificing my time and efforts and not being in alignment with someone who doesn't see me. But you do love this person, so that might make it harder. Yeah, but if you let him go, I do see with the Fool, you're going to have a new beginning potentially elsewhere. Or you decide to have a new beginning with them. It's up to you. Let's see here. You're welcome, Tomas. Bianca, what's happening next for you in love? Bianca. What's happening next for Bianca in love? Oh, you got a new person coming towards you with the Ace of Cups. This is somebody, they could have Libra in their chart. This could also be somebody from your past. Somebody you had a fight with or a conflict with that wants to come back and be honest with you and give you an apology. This could even be if you have a child with somebody, this is the person you have a child with. Or this could be somebody that should have been a little more loyal and dedicated to you, but they were not. What do they want? The 9 of Pentacles. 7 of Wands in reverse. They want to let their guard down. They see you looking good. They also see you very independent, very self-sufficient. Give me one more. Yeah, they're going to take things slow with you to see if things can come back together. Could be a Libra, an earth sign, fire sign, water sign. Okay. Eliza. Sorry if I said that wrong. What's waiting for me? Eliza. What's waiting for Eliza? What's waiting for Eliza? I got 6 more minutes and I got to get off here. We got the Empress. 2 Pentacles. King of Wands. You may have to decide between 2 people. Somebody that is going to be very nurturing and very caring, and somebody who is going to be very charismatic, very confident, very much knowing who they are. You're going to be juggling 2 different people. Yeah, you're going to have to make a decision on who you want. Do you want this Empress, which is the full package, the real deal, or do you want somebody who is just very charismatic? It's going to nag you that you're going to have to make a decision. Okay. Let's see. Jonetta, what's next for me and my person? You're welcome, Bianca. Jonetta, what's next for me and my person? Jonetta, what's next for her and her person? And look up angel number 636, Jonetta, for some reason. I don't know why that's coming out. I see communication coming in, and it's coming in really quickly. There's going to be a conversation where you may have to put certain boundaries in place when it comes to this communication. Okay. Atra, will I have a new life next year? A new life? You have to repeat that. I'm not sure what that means. You mean new love life? New career life? Okay, you have to put your question. I don't understand. I apologize. Fawn, will he ever apologize to me with full honesty? Is Fawn's person going to ever come with a full apology and be honest? Yeah, I see with the Judgment, his conscience will get the best of him. He will want to clear the air with you, and that will make him happy. It may even make you happy at one point. Maria, will I finally find a house in the new year and be with my hubby? Will Maria find a new house? 4 more minutes. 4 more minutes of questions, then I gotta go. No. I think it's gonna be 3 months or the month of March. I see you guys still in wanting to come together, you and your husband wanting to come together, but I think here in the near future, it's not aligning, but sometime after March, I do see you coming into union. So depending on when you're wanting that. Trixie, is he thinking of me? Is Trixie's person thinking of her? Trixie's person thinking of her. Hopefully my phone doesn't die before the 4 minutes is up. Is he thinking of Trixie? Yes, with the Chariot. He's thinking about reaching out, calling you, or coming to see you. So yes, I do see that. Oh, okay. Is it Utra? Hopefully I said that right. Will you get new love next year? Will Utra get new love next year? I see communication coming in with somebody when you're traveling. If you have to do some traveling for work, or maybe you decide to do traveling for fun, I do see strongly that you have the potential to meet somebody. This person could be a little bit younger than you. This could be somebody who is very charismatic. They also may have fire in their chart. So yes, I do see that. Maybe in the month of January. Let's see. Elle Marie, will my friend, I missed it, it went fast. Will my friend that is my +1 for the upcoming family wedding go with you? Will Elle Marie's friend go with them to this? Yes, I see with the Devil, they're kind of obsessed with what they're going to wear. And yes, I do see that. Renetta, can you please make a reading for me? I always follow you. Thank you for following me. I appreciate it. What's going on with Renetta? You want love? Or you want career? Or you want finance? Let's see. All right, with love, I see your confidence is going to be really strong and radiating. With the Chariot, if you keep moving forward with putting yourself out there, I see confidently you could meet somebody else. Now, when it comes to your career, you need to make a decision about your career. With that Judgment, you got to make a judgment call. Are you really happy? Are you at peace? I think with your career, you may need to open up to other options. When it comes to your finances, I think your intuition's been telling you something secretly about your finances, that you need to be a little more protective over where you're spending your money, or how you're spending your money, or where you're investing it. Hopefully that helps you, Renetta. 1 more minute. 1 more minute. Let's see. Mukhtar. Hopefully I said that right. Let's look real quick here. What is the energy for Mukhtar? Love, career, finances. 1 more. All right. When it comes to love, I think you need to be a little more practical. You need to slow down and pursue multiple options, not just one person. Don't get laser focused on one person. When it comes to career, whatever you're doing for your career, I see long-term success, longevity. You need to release any type of fears or insecurities around your career. When it comes to your finances, I think that you have a good handle on your finances. I think you know how to save, which is a great thing. And I think you're saving for maybe something big. If not, you need to make sure you're saving for something significant here in the near future. All right, 1 more. Shelly, should you choose Leo or Capricorn? Shelly, Leo or Capricorn? Shelly, 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 Shelly. Leo, you may have a little fears and insecurities when it comes to Leo, because Leo is maybe not going to pour into you the way you need. Capricorn, you could be very confident with Capricorn. Capricorn is somebody that will observe your behavior and will maybe emanate the same behavior. You know, honestly, I see right now between the two, if you had to pick, I think you need to pick yourself. I think you're more happy by yourself than with either one of them. But of course, you have free will. Okay, that is all I have for today. I will be back tomorrow. We will do You versus them tomorrow. We'll also do the bonus. You guys like the free ask a question, get an answer. If you guys do want an in-depth reading of your specific situation, check out my website, TimelessDivineTarot.com. I do thank you for joining the live. Please like, comment, share, and subscribe. You can join my members only. Also, if you do want to do a live one-on-one reading, I do have 15-minute or 30-minute. They're pretty limited. So you can either message me through my website, TimelessDivineTarot.com, or you can send me an email directly, which is TimelessDivineTarot@gmail.com. But I have to go, and I will be back tomorrow. Have a happy Monday. Thank you, everybody, for joining. Bye.